God's works are awesome, but do we know that? Do we realize that? Welcome this morning for this simple truth from the Word of God. And we have talked about Psalm 111 verse 2, and it sounds like this: the works of the Lord are great, sought out of all of them that have pleasure therein. Those who rejoice in them, those who enjoy them, we seek them out, and we do find them. And then verse 3, it continues: His work is honorable and glorious, and His righteousness endures forever. His work is honorable and glorious. It is not just beautiful for my heart. It is not just the rejoicing of my heart to find God's work. Like I look at a crazy situation and I find a small momentum there. That is absolutely obviously God's work. Or someone dies, but they became a believer just before, and I rejoice in that. I find a moment of God's work in this world, and my heart rejoices in that. But it's not just a subjective thing that my heart rejoices in it and finds a cause to rejoice in it, which is wonderful, by the way, and it's something that maybe we need to grow in and need to exercise ourselves. Some people, I believe, have a hard time trusting God, and we need to grow in faith, all of us, in that, to accept from the hand of God things that are hard for us. But it says His work is honorable and glorious. It is not just and His righteousness endures forever. It is not just that my heart rejoices in the works of God, but also that it is honorable, it is glorious, it is objectively also powerful. It has weight to it. Glory, the Hebrew word is of course weight, and it refers to weight, and they are meaningful. Like there are great works of people that are not so meaningful, like those who built the pyramids, for example. Great works, but how meaningful are they? I mean, they're meaningful for Egypt because they generate a lot of money as far as tourists come and pay for it, but for the rest of us, how much does it affect our lives? How much does it mean something to us? And not so much. But God's works will never lose their weight. Salvation, the work of Jesus on the cross, will never lose its weight. Salvation in my life, in my family, your prayers, God's work in that, it never loses its weight. Our expectation of God that He has given to us, the gift of faith, it never loses its weight. And this is something wonderful, because that means that the work of God, it has power, it has weight, it has significance forever and ever in our lives. And His righteousness endures forever. I love that too, because as we know, our Father in heaven has given us His own righteousness. We have talked about this recently in one of these short thoughts, and that righteousness will endure forever. It will forever have a weight, because it is the work of God. Your salvation and mine, our righteousness that we have received from the Lord, it will never diminish in weight or significance or value, because it is the work of the Lord, and His righteousness will endure forever, even in us. So this is marvelous. It's worth looking for the works of God in this world. Excuse me. Even when things are hard, when we're going through tough things, do keep your eyes open. Do keep your heart open to see the works of the Lord, because our hearts do take pleasure in it as believers, and they are also honorable and glorious, and they are everlasting. God bless you with these thoughts. Trust that they are a blessing to you as well as to me, and hope to see you here soon again.